Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael, and let me start off by saying I am in no way a seasoned professional for content creation like this. Do not do fancy editing software. I intend to stumble and bumble and fumble my way through this presentation. Let me see. As you can see, this is my YouTube channel. One single video recorded just about 1 year ago today. So, with that said, let me start off by saying that this is a video that I created for a course that I'm finishing up, and the project that I did was to stand up a brand new Windows server, set up services for domain, DHCP, and a couple other things. And today this is going to be just a quick walkthrough of everything that I've done. So, without delay, as you can see, I'm going to remote into my server, which you can actually see behind me, right here, physical server. This is not a virtual machine. We'll connect and we'll password put in there, ignore the certificate error. Alright, so here we are. The server loads. And as you can see on the left, we have Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, and WSUS services all installed on this machine. The first thing I wanted to talk about today would be the Active Directory that I set up. This, of course, again, is for a project, but in essence, I could transition this to a real world. And as you can see, so there's the main domain, or forest, I should say. Under there, I created a new OU for the company, along with 4 different sites and an OU for the users, under which has the different jobs or areas that people could be working. Under the users, I did create one for administrators, which I currently have an account under. I made one for remote users, should the company have remote. Some managers, front desk staff, and customer assistant staff. And that is about it for my AD setup. So after that, I went ahead and I set up a DHCP service and created a service that would function with multiple VLANs to be able to separate everything. And as you can see in the IPv4 setup, 4 sites, there's 4 VLANs per each site. We set up one for all wired devices, so any printers, computers, endpoint devices like that. One for private wireless devices, so that would be like your internal wireless phones, company-owned iPads, anything like that. We set up a VLAN for the physical phones at the center, and then we went ahead and set up a guest wireless one also, so that we can segregate any guest wireless from all of the internal network traffic. One thing to keep in mind is, although you can build these scopes out when you are doing your networking, you need to make sure that you are setting up DHCP relays on your routers and switches as needed depending on your equipment. So after that, after setting up DHCP, we went ahead and did some DNS setup. Granted, most of this is fairly basic setup. We did in the forward zones add, where is it? There's DNS right there, and give me just a second while I remember where I put them. Forward zones, no. There it is. Okay, so under root hints and then forwarders, we added 2 Google DNS servers, and that will go out to along with the router at this current location. On top of that, we've set up WSUS as a Windows Service Update. This allows you to stop endpoint computers from going out and just randomly finding their updates. It lets the admins control the updates that are actually going out to the computers. We'll let this sit and look for its updates for a second. While that does that, we will also look some other things we went to is group policy. So we went into the default domain policy here and we'll edit it. We will look at policies, Windows settings, security settings. Get that a little bit bigger for everybody here. And then we went ahead and modified the password policy. We did account logout or lockout policies. We also went into, and this is where I knew I would fumble and bumble a little bit. I apologize, everybody. Not there. And the setting. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry to everybody. Administrative templates, Windows components, and then Windows Update. And here's where you turn off auto restarts for updates during active hours. You can pause, remove access to the users to be able to pause. We also configured see, this is why I'm not a content creator. I do apologize. Oh, but in here we can turn off automatic Windows updates. System. Probably should have had my notes. I do apologize. But anyways, within here, you can go through and set just about anything you need to set up. Log on, Windows installer, error reporting, customer experience, Windows update. That's enabled, okay. There it is. Edit. So here's where you would go to set up an end computer to go to the correct 2.168.1.30. Apply. Okay, and now that's enabled. So it will look for this server specifically on your end users. Configure automatic updates. As you see, this will specify whether this computer receives security updates automatically, and you want to disable that. So that will look for the intranet or the WSUS server instead. And you can see right now there are no updates in my server for it to pull in. Updates installed. So, but that is it for my working project. If there are any questions, by all means, please put them in the comments below and let me know what you think. Again, be kind. I am not a content creator by any means, but I do thank you all for your time. Have a lovely day.